1, 2, 3, come on.
Hello, my name is Jay Chambers and I am teaching English on behalf of Tesaban Waktrompo. And let's begin. Today is Wednesday, May 20th. Remember they have to say a th with the 20th, 2020. We're on lesson 8 and it's about adventure. Now what do we know about adventure? Adventure can be many different things. It can be going on a field trip or going on vacation, or it could be like in the movies when something exciting happens. Today we will start off with a paper called My Summer Holidays. Alright, this is what we're starting with, and go ahead and download this and print it out. And we're going to try to figure out what it says about our adventures. Now, when you tell a story, we say it in past tense. Okay? You don't say now because it's already happened. So we say past tense, adi. Alright? So, let's begin. My summer holidays. So we're telling about our summer holidays. We've had a long summer holiday, all right? This summer, I had great holidays. I hardly spent a day at home. In June, now what's that picture? What's that picture say? He has a cane and he's climbing a mountain. So we would say in June, I hiked. That's the first word, hiked. Okay? And blank with my friends. What are they doing? When you have a tent and you stay overnight, we would say camped with my friends. So I hiked and I camped with my friends. It was rather hard, but exciting. In July, my family and I went to the seaside by Talea. What's that boy doing? Why not now? Right? He swam in the sea. Swam. Hiked is a regular verb. Camped is a regular verb. Swam is irregular verb. Alright? Because it's different. It doesn't have ed. We swam in the sea and sunbathed on the beach. Sunbathed. We bathed in the sun. Alright? In August, I visited my grandparents in the country. Visited. That's a regular verb. I rode my bike. Rode. I'll say bicycle. I rode my bicycle and played football with my friends. Once we went on a picnic. Went on a picnic means you go out and you put a blanket down outside and you sit under the sun and you have a meal. Alright? So went on a picnic. We put a tent, made fire, and told funny stories at night. I enjoyed my summer holidays very much. Now at the end, they kind of made it sound like they went camping. Or they already went camping one time. So, depends on how you look at it. All right? Now, what I want you to do. First, we're going over these two papers. They're called Everyday Adventures. I want you to write down and talk about what you want to say, what you did for your holidays, any adventure at all. It can be anything. But I will give you examples, and I want you to talk just for a minute and send it, record it, and send it back to us on the Facebook. Is that right? All right, so send it back to us on the Facebook, and we get to read it and see what you've been doing. Can you do that? You need to practice your English, and you can't practice just by listening. You have to speak too. All right? So this gives me a chance to listen to you and see how well you are doing. Because if you don't speak a language for a long time, you forget it. I can't speak Thai now. I've forgotten all the Thai you guys taught me. So I can't let this happen to your English. All right? All right. So we're going to start with everyday adventures. What would you do if you left your lunch at home? All right. So this says you went to school and you forgot your lunch. What would you do? Okay? It's just a very basic thing. You forgot your lunch. What would you do if your best friend stopped talking to you? Oh my! My best friend stopped talking to me. Would you get in a fight? Huh? What would you do? All right? So just write out what you would do and tell me. Okay? Next, you fell down and scraped your knee badly. I think I would cry. Yeah, I think I would cry. I know William would probably, don't tell anybody, but William would cry. All right. Next, your bike got a flat tire. All right. Your bike, the tire went flat. And you can't ride your bike anymore. Okay. Next, we have your alarm didn't go off and you overslept. Oh my! Maybe you missed school a little bit. You would hate that, I know. All right. You didn't do your homework. I know there's some out there that never did their homework. And teachers got very angry at you. You have to do your homework. You accidentally broke a really good dish. What if your mom had this beautiful dish and she liked showing everybody, look at my dish, look at my dish. And then you went, oh no, I accidentally broke it. What would your mom do? Boom, right? So you have to talk really fast. I didn't mean to do it, Mom, I'm sorry. I'll clean the house. Okay. You kicked your soccer ball over the fence of an unfriendly neighbor. Now this means you kicked the ball, kicked your football, and it went into the yard. The yard's the grass part of an unfriendly neighbor. That means maybe the neighbor doesn't like people and he or she likes to yell at the kids. What would you do? Would you sneak over and get the ball? Right? These are just examples. You don't have to do these, but you can choose one if you'd like. You got caught in the rain without an umbrella. Today it was kind of stormy. It didn't rain, but what if you're outside and it starts raining on you? That happened to me before. You found a worm in your apple. What if you're eating an apple and you look and there's a giant worm in it? Would you go, bleh? What would you do? Your ice cream fell on the ground right after you bought it. Oh, that makes me want to cry. What if you buy ice cream and you go to it and it falls on the ground? What would you do? Would you pick it up and eat it anyway? Huh? I don't think I'd do that. The ground was dirty, maybe. I don't know. Okay, you spilled food on your t-shirt at school. You guys do this all the time. They'd be like, I don't care. Oh. What if you're at school and you have your shirt and you spill food? And you're talking and you spill it. William does that. The water was cut off right in the middle of a shower. Oh, this happens to me all the time here. The electricity goes out and I don't have a shower. I have soap in my hair and I can't see and I fall down and I cry. Okay, you found a gigantic black beetle on your bedroom wall. It's Thailand, so that was no big deal on that one. You got off at the wrong bus stop. Oh man, I have a really good story about that one, but I'm not going to tell. I'll tell maybe when we go back to school, okay? The leftovers that were for dinner were all moldy. Now this is a new word, moldy. Moldy. Mold is the stuff that grows on food when it gets old. And maybe it's not very cold and you leave your food out for a long time. Like on bread, if you leave bread out and stuff grows on it, it's called mold. So we say it's moldy. Okay? What if your food got moldy? Don't eat it. It makes you sick, okay? Don't eat it. You lost your monthly bus ticket. Okay? So you can't get on the bus. You don't have your bus ticket. What do? You didn't like what was for dinner. The ants are eating your dinner on this, by the way. If you don't like what was for dinner, what would you do? Would you tell your mom, I don't like dinner, make me something else? I think you'd be pretty brave if you did that. I'd get smacked if I told the teacher doing that. Okay? You forgot the name of someone you just met. I do this all the time. I make everybody tell me your name. What's your name? Nice to meet you. And then I forget your name. Forget, what does forget mean? Lim Chu, right? I forget names all the time. All right, you forgot your dentist appointment. Now, an appointment. An appointment is when you call in and you tell somebody, this is a dentist appointment, so that means you want to get your tooth fixed or cleaned. Maybe you have a cavity and you call them all fine and say, I want to go at Saturday at 4 o'clock, okay? And he says, okay, come at Saturday at 4 o'clock. But here you forget. You don't go at Saturday at 4 o'clock. You don't want to make your dentist angry. Trust me. Okay. Next, the cashier gave you too much change or not enough change. The cashier is the person that gives you money at Tesco Lotus, right? They go beep, 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 and the machine tells you, the cash register tells you how much money you should get back. So count your money when you get, sometimes they make mistakes. They're only human. I did that before. I made mistakes. I used to be a cashier. All right? The electricity was out for an entire evening. Oh, Ma, that only happens every other day here. All right? The electricity goes out all evening. So you're sitting and sweating. That's about all you can do. You sit and sweat. No TV, no internet. You sit and sweat. No fan. Okay, that's enough. Your cat or dog disappeared. What would you do if your cat or dog disappeared? We've lost 5 or 6 cats here. Sorry, one side. We try to take care of them, but they sneak out the front gate and we lose our cats because there's lots of mean dogs around our house. We have a wall, but the cats sneak out the door and the dogs get them. Don't tell William, all right? Next, you accidentally locked yourself out of your house. Now, we did this one time because Teacher Dewey is kind of forgetful and she likes to lose things. And one day, we locked ourselves out of our old house. Not our new one, our old one. And luckily, this house is up on stilts and she left the window open. So Teacher Jay had to pick up Teacher Dewey and she had to crawl on my shoulder and get up and get in the window. And luckily, she's light, so we made it there, right? Okay, next. You put salt instead of sugar in the cookies. Ooh. What's salt? What's salt? Do you remember what salt is? Teacher Dewey, what's salt?
เกลือ
Ghee. And instead of sugar, which is namtan, right? So that would taste pretty bad if you put a lot of sugar. Salt. I like a lot of sugar. I don't like much salt. Okay, you forgot to study for an important math test. Okay, you didn't study. It happens. Your pants ripped during gym class. Oh no, has that ever happened to you guys? You're running and you hear, rip! You have to sneak out of class and find new pants. You took the wrong road and got lost. Boy, have we ever done that. We drive around, we listen to Mrs. Google, and she tries to tell us where to go, and she doesn't know where she's going. I don't know. You found a mouse in your kitchen. Oh my, that would be scary. What if you found a mouse in your kitchen? And what would you do? Would you eat it? No? Would you get a cat? What would you do? There was an emergency and you couldn't remember your home phone number. Now, that happens a lot, I bet, because people don't remember phone numbers now. Back when I was your age, we only had one phone. It was in the house. But today, every phone number is on your iPhone or your cell phone. So people don't remember phone numbers, right? It's hard to remember numbers because they change all the time. So what would you do? Your new shoes were too tight and gave you blisters. Ooh, what's a blister? A blister is when you rub something on your skin gets rubbed too much and it pops up. And you have to poke it. You have to cut it and water comes out. All right? That's a blister. It hurts. I don't know if I explained it very well, but I've had many blisters, yeah. Your car broke down in the middle lane of a busy street. Oh my, that's stressful. What if you're driving down the road and you're in the middle of Uttaradit and your car shuts down? What do you do? And there's people behind you going, get out of the road! What do you do? What would you do? You arrived 2 hours late for a job interview because you took the wrong train. Oh my. You probably wouldn't get the job, I'm guessing. But what could you do? Some people are very good talkers and they could talk their way out of this. I would just get in trouble. Your favorite dress shirt shrunk in the wash and is now too small. Now this is a big problem, especially for big guys like me, big people. Sometimes our dress shirts shrink in the wash and it doesn't cover my belly all the way, which is embarrassing. So what would you do? Just change your shirt, of course. The chicken, meat, fish you bought for dinner smells rotten. Now this happens especially if you're eating fish, because fish always smells bad. It always smells bad. I don't care who makes the fish, it smells bad. But what if it smells bad? What would you do? You guys just eat it, I know, because you guys love fish. You went to the neighbor's house for a party on the wrong day. Ooh, that would be a bad one. I'm here for the birthday party. It was yesterday. Sorry. Okay. So these are just examples of adventures you could do. You could just read through and choose one and write down what you would do. Or you could write down what you are doing for your summer holiday, or just anything that's happened that's an adventure, okay? Anything you can think of that would be interesting, okay? If you can't think of anything, choose one of these, all right? You can write it down and read it and then tell me about it, all right? You don't have to talk for a long time, not like I do. You can just talk for a little bit and explain what happened, all right? Now remember, it has to be in past tense. Yesterday, I went to Pattaya Beach and I went swimming, or I swam, all right? Now really, we can't do that because we're not allowed to go to different cities right now, right? We have to stay in Madrid. So, you would probably tell me something you did at home. Right? We can't travel a lot right now because of the coronavirus. All right? So, just anything that's happened around the house. William tells me stories every day. He has an adventure every day, and he talks and talks and talks and talks. But you guys do the same thing. Tell me about your adventure. Put it on Facebook so I can read it. All right? And I can talk to you next time I see you at school. All right? I probably won't talk to you about it on Facebook or online like this, because then it might embarrass you. If I talk about how one side threw her cats in the bathtub or something and she laughed at them, ha ha ha. Now that would embarrass her. Just for example, she didn't do it, I'm just saying. Hi, one side. And okay, so just do an adventure, all right? Now, that's about all we have for today, and I hope you are being safe. And when you cough, cough and don't cough on people. Stay away from people that are coughing. Wash your hands. All right? Don't get the virus. I think we're pretty much safe from it for now, but you never know. All right? Well, I'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
I never dreamed that you would change my world forever, but here we are. I'm ready to conquer, ready to fight injustice like I'm fighting monsters. Life is black and blue, happy then it's sad. Just call it an adventure, then it ain't so bad. Together we touch the sky, wherever we go we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Adventure in a land of buried mines and buried treasure, and this could be my last adventure, but I will take it, whether it be pain or pleasure. Life is black and blue, happy then it's sad, but if you call it an adventure, then it ain't so bad. Together we touch the sky, wherever we go tonight. Together we touch the sky. Wherever we go, we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Our dreams will come alive. Our dreams will come alive. This is heaven, this is living together, we touch the sky. Whoa, this is heaven, this is believing our dreams will come alive. Together we touch the sky. Wherever we go, we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Together we touch the sky. Wherever we go, we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Our dreams will come alive. Our dreams will come alive. Alive. Our dreams will come alive. You and me, we found adventure. I never dreamed that you would change my world forever. But here we are, I'm ready to conquer. Ready to fight injustice like I'm fighting monsters. Life is black and blue, happy then it's sad. Just call it an adventure, then it ain't so bad. Together we touch the sky. Wherever we go, we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Together we touch the sky. Wherever we go, we fly. Forever we know adventures in the air tonight. Our dreams will come alive. Our dreams will come alive. You and me, we found adventure in a land of buried mines and buried treasure. And this could be my last adventure, but I will take it, whether it be pain or pleasure. Life is black and blue, happy then it's sad. But if you call it an adventure, then it ain't so bad. Together we touch the sky.